In life, we are often encouraged to think positively, to set goals, and to imagine our success. However, optimism without realism can be dangerous. The proverb, "Don't count your chickens before they hatch," is a timeless reminder to remain grounded and patient. It warns us against assuming that something will happen before it actually does. The saying teaches a powerful truth: no matter how promising a situation seems, the final outcome may differ from our expectations. Hopes can be dashed by unforeseen events, and premature celebrations can lead to disappointment. This essay will explore the origin of the proverb, its meaning, the lessons it teaches, and real-life examples from personal, business, and historical perspectives. The proverb is believed to have roots in Aesop's fables, particularly the story of the milkmaid and her pail. In the tale, a young milkmaid dreams of what she will buy with the money she will earn from selling milk. She imagines buying chickens, selling their eggs, and making a fortune. However, in her excitement, she tosses her head, spilling all the milk. The chain of dreams collapses instantly. The lesson: making plans based on things that haven't happened yet is risky. Life is unpredictable, and even the best-laid plans can fail before they start. Over centuries, the phrase evolved and became a common English saying. It continues to be used across cultures, often in slightly different forms but with the same cautionary meaning. The proverb, "Don't count your chickens before they hatch," means do not assume success before it is certain. Avoid making plans based on assumptions rather than facts. Do not rely on something until it is actually in your hands. In other words, it's a warning against overconfidence and premature optimism. 1. In business, startup owner receives interest from a potential investor and immediately begins spending money as if the investment is already confirmed. When the investor changes their mind, the business suffers financially. This is a perfect example of counting chickens too early. 2. In academics, a student, confident they will pass an exam, stops studying and begins planning celebrations. When results are announced, the grades are lower than expected, and the celebration turns into regret. 3. In sports, a sports team, leading in the first half of a match, becomes overconfident and stops putting in effort. The opposing team makes a comeback and wins, teaching them the value of staying focused until the end. 4. In personal life, someone in a relationship assumes marriage is certain without discussing it with their partner, only to discover that their partner has different plans. 5. In agriculture, a farmer expects a good harvest based on healthy crops early in the season. However, a sudden storm destroys them before harvest time, proving that nothing is certain until it's complete. The proverb also reflects human psychology. People tend to overestimate the certainty of desired outcomes, a bias known as optimism bias. While optimism can motivate, unchecked optimism can cause risky decisions. Balancing hope with caution leads to wiser actions. Despite knowing the saying, many people still count their chickens because excitement clouds judgment. We get carried away by emotions. Social pressure, we want to share good news early. Overconfidence, we believe the odds are entirely in our favor. The real challenge is applying the proverb in daily life, especially when something feels certain but isn't yet guaranteed. Wait for confirmation before acting. Don't make commitments or spend resources until things are finalized. Have a backup plan even if you are optimistic. Prepare for a different outcome. Celebrate after success, not before. It's more satisfying to celebrate when success is certain. Focus on present actions. The best way to ensure a good future is to stay committed in the present, be cautiously optimistic, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Many cultures have similar sayings. Don't sell the skin before you've caught the bear. French, don't eat your bread before you've baked it. German, don't say hot before you jump. Russian, all carry the same essence. Do not depend on something before it happens. Once in a small coastal village, a fisherman named Karim caught a basket full of fish. On his way home, he started planning how he would sell them at the market, buy a goat, and eventually open his own seafood stall. Lost in these thoughts, Karim didn't notice that the basket had a small hole. One by one, the fish slipped out and returned to the sea. By the time he reached home, the basket was empty. Karim sat by the shore, realizing his mistake. His plans had been beautiful, but they were based on something he hadn't yet secured. From that day on, Karim worked hard without assuming the results until they were real. In today's fast-paced world of instant gratification, the proverb is more relevant than ever. People often announce career changes, business deals, or personal milestones on social media before they are finalized. This can lead to embarrassment if things don't work out as planned. The proverb teaches us to be discreet, patient, and realistic. By waiting until success is certain, we avoid unnecessary stress and disappointment. Don't count your chickens before they hatch is more than just a saying, it's a life strategy. It urges us to be hopeful yet cautious, ambitious yet realistic. By focusing on present actions and avoiding assumptions about the future, we protect ourselves from unnecessary heartache. Life is unpredictable, and no matter how secure a plan may seem, final results can change. By living the wisdom of this proverb, we build resilience, patience, and the ability to handle both success and failure gracefully. In the end, hope should guide us, but reality should keep us grounded, for only then can our chickens truly hatch.